What up, homeboys? So I made a drama video the other day, and I mean yesterday, and it's already out of date. It's not even been 15 hours since the recording of my previous video. And there's already way too much drama going on to handle. Alright? We're gonna start with that. Okay, so let's move on to the screenshots. So basically, the server was announced to come out yesterday on Friday the 21st. And again, the download didn't work properly, the server didn't work properly, every class was bugged. There was some players, guys, there was some players that had a GM kill everything spell instantly and they could spam that thing forever. So there was people like one-shotting every single mob in the game from right away because there was like a massive bug going on. And after all of these problems, they had to take down the server again. Alright? And we're gonna read the announcement by the founder wrecked by fate. Hi everyone, even though I know this will be posted everywhere, true. Those who flame us for this, those will say they knew this was going to happen and be doomsday sayers. Guys, if you're saying something bad is gonna happen and it happens, are you a doomsayer? Like, is stating a fact a doomsaying? I thought doomsaying was like gratuitously saying that something bad is gonna happen all the time. This doesn't seem to be the case, like the bad thing happened. I have to go to you and tell you that we just absolutely have to postpone this. Me and Wilsor got together, we believed that adding additional servers would allow the ability to everyone to download with enough time in a quickly manner. That's misspelled. With little to no errors. What ended up happening is the obvious. Tremendos, that's his words, not mine. Tremendos problems and strain. All our servers became overloaded. For example, we had over 3.5 petabytes. I don't think that's a word. I think he tried to say petabytes. That's like double T. I think that's a proper way to say that. Worth of data ran over our network in the last week alone. All of your concerns about the launcher are being addressed. So are you gonna address the fact that there's files that are kept open with a process 24/7? Are you ever gonna try to explain that? Like, would you care to elaborate on that little aspect of the launcher if you say you're gonna address the problems? Sorry, which is why we need to postpone, as well as have seen a couple critical issues with the core that were not doing the closed or open beta. Yes, guys, what I said about the hunter bug and the instant one-shot spell, those bugs were not present in the beta. But these people are so foolish, so stubborn, that they decided to push a patch on day one without testing it. And that's why we had these game-breaking bugs on RevelationWoW when it came out. Alright? That's what they are saying here. That because because they had to push a 3 GB patch on day one, which also, by the way, like, what a great way to shit on your players. That's why we had all these problems. Like, I'm gonna be fair to them. They did not have these game-breaking bugs in the beta. This was caused by the latest patch or patches, right? We did in-house testing of such things and there were no crashes present. Alright, that is a fair point, and I'm gonna, like, it is impossible to replicate what can crash a server on an in-house test because it is not the same strain on a server when you got 10 people than when you got 10,000 people. Of course. Alright, being a player and given all the frustration in regard to Wilsor. Alright, let me move my window a little so you can read it better. Being a player and given all the frustration in regard to Wilsor. Wilsor is the guy that threatened to dox a player, by the way. That's the Wilsor he's talking about. The guy that threatened to post the information of a player that complained. Wilsor wanted to push this out because we confirmed it would be released today. He's throwing Wilsor out of the bus. I think this is how this feels. Because of this, we did not have additional time to allow everybody to download. You are the owner of the server. You have the final say on how the server launches. You cannot blame Wilsor for forcing you into launching today. That is not true. Guys, I'm gonna be a little reasonable. I am gonna defend Wilsor this tiny little bit. If you thought you were not ready to release the server, and Wilsor told you to release the server, you are the owner of the server, you got the final say on this. This is not his fault. If you legitimately believe that and you launched it anyway, you are at least partly responsible for this scuffed launch, right? And pressure test our launcher. If you notice, there's a lot of discussion on whether or not we have a crypto miner on our launcher. I did not actually think that, but this is also a possibility. We do not have in there. I want to debunk this alone by showing that we have not brought up our shop at all. Guys, is there any more failure, any more airtight evidence than not talking about a shop? Guys, there is not a crypto miner in the client because of a completely different issue that has nothing to do with a crypto miner in the client. And that's why, because we did not mention that particular thing, that means that we don't have a crypto miner in the client. Not showing the files, not showing any kind of Wireshark test, because it is kind of easy to know if a server is a crypto miner or no. I am not gonna download the client to test it myself because I know they will try to leverage this against me. Like, a guy that did way less than I did has already been threatened to get doxxed. So, you know, I am not gonna touch them, right? I don't care how good the client is, I am probably not gonna touch their game because I am in danger. I feel that I am in danger. But they did not feel a single kind of actual evidence of not having a crypto miner. He didn't go like, look at all these screenshots from all these tests that we made, or that you can see that we don't have a crypto miner. We did not see anything like that. The evidence that he proposes for not having a crypto miner is that he did not mention a cash shop. And by the way, do you want to know why they did not mention a cash shop? Because they knew people were gonna get mad if they mentioned the cash shop. Alright? They are not avoiding the mention of the cash shop because they are nice. Don't be fools. They know people don't like cash shops and that's why they hid it. They did not hid it out of selflessness, alright? Don't be fools, guys. Do not get taken for rides, alright? Even when we tried to release recently, this is because release and making sure release is smooth is our top priority right now. I mean, the top priority right now, it seems to be to release it early. That's why you released it earlier, even though you supposedly, according to you, knew that the server was not gonna work. But you released it early anyway, so I do not think that's a priority. And despite it looking like it isn't, it truly has been. Again, it doesn't seem like it is, because if your priority was to have a strong launch, a smooth launch, you would have waited more than a week. And the day before this, if you knew, like you said, if you were pushed by Wilsor yesterday to release it anyway, and you knew that it wasn't gonna work out, if you had that suspicion and you released it anyway, I cannot believe you that it is your priority to release it early. To release it well. Your priority was to release it right now. And guys, by the way, a very wise saying, I think this was by Satoru Iwata. It was a guy from... No, it was Shigeru Miyamoto, I believe. The guy from Nintendo that made Mario Bros. He said, a delayed game eventually becomes good, but a rushed game is forever bad. And this is like a lesson for all the private server people out there. Like, everybody would have been much happier if they delayed this whole thing for like 1 or 2 months and make sure that their client was gonna work and then released it, because now there's a lot of people that were out in launch day 1 that did not get to play, and those people are mad and they are never coming back. If they just delayed the game, this would have been so much less destructive to their reputation than just doing what they did. I think this was extremely foolish on their part. Alright. We're gonna... Give me a second, I'm gonna move this thing a little. Oh, never mind, the layers are fucked up. There we go. Something like this, I guess. Alright. So, where were we? So during this week, we will keep our download servers active. By the way, they gave everybody 12 hours more or less to download the game. Like, their download server came online about 12 hours before launch. How is that caring about a smooth launch? If it is truly your priority, why didn't you give people one more day if it was truly your priority? The way every update we push, you will be able to use. Why are you pushing updates on day one? Like, you should be pushing like your bare minimum hotfix bug fixes and nothing more. A 3 GB patch is not a bug fix, alright? They tried to push content that was not ready. And that's why this failed. In addition, we are adding this guy to our development team. He will be taking charge of the launcher instead of Wilsor. Wilsor got thrown under the bus, boys. I mean, he should get removed of the project because of the threats. I think that's like way out of line. Like, that is so beyond inappropriate. Such a... Even if he was kidding, which I don't think he was. I think like he was truly on that space of mind when he said that. But, you know, maybe he was kidding. If you even joke about that, I think you should be kicked out of the project. Like, that is such a ethics breach that I don't think you can recover from that. Like, the fact that he wasn't kicked out of the server instantly when he did that, I think that's a major red flag. Because yeah, sometimes you hire somebody and he goes rogue and he says he does something bad, absolutely. But this was like beyond intolerable, in my opinion. And by the way, give me a second. There we go. Oh, damn. Alright, here we go. And now we go with the... He will be taking charge of the launcher instead of Wilsor, and he also has been currently working on the launcher this past week. I am drained. Here we go with the PD, right? With the... You know, we are the poor people. I am drained, I am so tired, I am going to rest and then resume getting back to my 16-hour workday shifts to make this right. How the fuck can you afford to spend all your time 16 hours a day, like he says, on a server? Like, what does this guy do for a living that he has 16 hours a day to throw on this server? I don't know. That's a little strange. Yeah, I do not know his living situation. Bardokion says, there is no good excuse for why they did to this server. Yeah, I agree. Alright. Then we got the new developer that is supposedly gonna replace Wilsor. Hello everyone. The updater that we are rolling with and the issues you have been experiencing for the last 24 months, it's been due to massive changes that we have added to the launcher. I did not expect the amount of people that would be done. Guys, this excuse doesn't work anymore. I need a drink. Guys, this is the third time that you said you did not expect so many people to download the game. After 3 times of saying that, I do not believe you anymore. Like, because if anything, there should be less people downloading the game now, because a lot of people are frustrated and not downloading it a second time. What the hell? This is so lame. This is transparently not true. How can you not expect that something that happened twice before not happen again? Do you guys believe it? Any of you guys on chat or in the comments, because this is going straight to YouTube, by the way. Any of you guys believe that they did not expect a lot of people would be downloading the game, even though that happened a week ago again? Oh my god. Right. I did not expect the people that would be downloading from our host. This has led to issues with hosts going down, files missing. How, guys, I do not run servers, but how the hell does a lot of people downloading a file make the file disappear from a server? Is that a thing? I would love to see somebody that knows anything about databases to... Is that possible? If you like did everything properly. Is that a thing? I never heard of that happening. Yeah, people in the chat are not believing it right now. There's like a, I don't know, 15-second delay right now. It's really bad. Guys, these guys are not in charge of the COVID vaccines. Chill, right? They are not the same people. These guys are not the same people. You should chill a little, alright? Alright? You are confusing these people. No. Alright. For the missing 404 errors and so on, I've been pushed about 10 patches in the last 12 hours. This is the problem, guys. How can you throw 10 patches in 12 hours? That's what, an hour and 20 minutes per patch? How can you push 10 patches in 12 hours and expect them to work properly? Like 12 hours is not enough time to test one patch, and this guy threw 10 patches like on top of each other. Like, do you got any idea of how spaghetti codey that is? But it has not been enough. I am taking responsibility of the launcher from now on. By the way, guys, I can't believe I had to say this. Do not harass the people in this server. I know you think it is funny, it is not. Like, we are just observers right now. Like, being a piece of crap is not gonna help anybody, especially not me. So do not do that. I see some people joking about it in the chat, it's not funny. Alright, but aside from that, I am taking responsibility for the launcher from now on. Keep in mind, from now on, because he wasn't in charge of the launcher until yesterday, so, you know, he shouldn't be liable for the fall of Wilsor just for doing this, right? But it has not been enough. I am taking responsibility, blah blah blah, and I will be pushing updates constantly during this week, whatever time until release. Again, this is not smart. This is not smart. If you cannot get it working 100% before the time of release, you should not be throwing more patches around it, alright? This is only gonna bloat the client, by the way. This is not good code. This is not a good way to handle a project. To get this working 100%, some internal tools have to be developed to keep track of everything in the hosts and to make sure everything is right. So this is not an easy task, I agree. This is a very hard task, and that's why I say, like, why don't you put this on a torrent? This is very foolish. This is very arrogant of the people that run the project to, like, have this thing fail over and over even when it is not even necessary, and then still insist on it. Then again, I guess deploying a proper system to enable people to play the game without having to install a third-party app is also a challenge. What is harder? Spending 2,000 euros a month on hosts and spending all the time, because this is not easy, spending all the time that it takes to develop a launcher, or just dropping it somewhere? What is the easiest for you? Guys, if your intention is to have a strong launch, why don't you just temporarily drop it on a torrent, and then after everything is fine, and after you are 100% sure that your launcher works, you put it on the launcher? If your only intention is to be convenient for the player base, if this is your only intention behind the launcher and there's nothing shady going on, why would you insist on this way? Why will you ban the people that post the client on Discord from torrent or whatever? Hell, why don't you post it yourselves? If you're allegedly so concerned about viruses and whatever, why don't you make an official torrent yourselves? Also, people are gonna say that torrents are unsafe because people can edit the files. That is not true. BitTorrent has like an excellent protocol. It is almost impossible to corrupt a file from the P2P network. Like, it confirms the integrity of a file constantly. Right? That's part of the protocol. Alright. With that said, I will be posting more soon enough and keeping you all updating regarding the updater. Redundancy, I like that. Oh my god, guys. This is a hefty chunk of information, isn't it? There's not enough Diet Coke in the world to make me process this. This is crazy. This is silly. Like, why? Why does it have to be a launcher? You've proven 2 times that you cannot handle a launcher. This is costing, presumably, thousands of dollars. And you still insist on it. Alright, and then we got the aftermath of all of this. As you can probably guess, at this point, people were not too happy about the delay because of all that happened. So what happened? Let me put the screenshot a little. Man, this sucks. There we go. This is again by the founder. He put this on general like 12 hours ago or something like that. General chats will be locked for the next 12 hours or so the staff can get some rest. They made it impossible to send a message in the entire server. I understand it. Actually, by the way, they made an alternative Discord to talk about the server because they shut down this Discord. So there's like a... If I find the link for it, I'm gonna drop it in the description so you can join that one. It's not run by the same people, it's not censored. I understand if some folks want to call it or forget about us. I 100% understand it. Just know that we are doing the best we can and I am sorry for all the frustration. We need this sleep and this time of peace as well. However, this is the first time we are locking a challenge for this long. So it has happened before, I didn't know that. Interesting. However, to avoid the flaming and over and just allowing us to move forward, we need this time. Why people complaining on a Discord? Why is it so damaging to you that you need to shut down the Discord for 12 hours? Like, why will this make you unable to sleep? Just close your Discord app and go to sleep and let people do what they want to do. This is only gonna feed the trolls more. Like, now trolls feel like they won. Do you understand that? Like, I like to believe that you guys do not consider me a troll. I like to believe that you consider that I'm fairly serious about the topic that I'm covering. But, you know, everybody that came to this server just to troll them, they feel like they won now. They feel like they are the champions because they got you to admit defeat. This is the worst admission of defeat I've ever seen. Like, people complain, so we're not gonna let you talk anymore. I don't know. I know some server runners watch my videos, especially the ones that hate me, funnily enough. I'm not gonna name any names, but guys, if you were in this situation, would this be beneficial? Or would this make things worse for you? I am of the idea that this would only make things worse. Like, the trolling is only gonna get worse. Because you are giving these people so much attention for free when you do this. This is so foolish. Alrighty guys, and also another thing is that I am not gonna name any names because I do not wanna like cause people to bother other people. but there was a mod from the Discord server that was allegedly, this is not confirmed, that was allegedly, by what they are saying in the general chat, that got doxed. And this is why I'm not saying names, by the way. So a mod got doxed allegedly, and that mod left the server. So, you know, one mod got chased away from the server somehow. Probably because of all of this. Guys, it is not funny. Stop laughing in the chat, it's not funny. Like, I told you, this is not gonna make anybody win. Like, you lost a mod. How is this gonna make the server release any earlier? I don't know, so just wanna say that, like, if somebody from my video went and, like, tried to do that, like, I am very disappointed in you. I think you're a bad person, and if I find out who did it, I'm gonna ban you. Alright, so we're gonna now see the reaction of the player base, right? There has been a bunch of posts in the subreddit, and some of these posts got taken down. Just for transparency, they got taken down. And for a bunch of hours, we did not get an explanation, but they said it is because they do not want duplicate posts in the subreddit. That there's like one main post talking about the launch, and they did not want the server to be full of other content, of other posts talking about the same thing. You know, I wish they were more transparent about it earlier. But you know, this is for the one time in my life that I'm gonna call a Reddit moderator reasonable. I think it is reasonable because there were like 20 posts saying the same thing, so it was a little it was cluttering the subreddit. Do not get used to me saying that, by the way. Alright, so this is a player that was on the launch day. The second launch day. RevelationWoW, what a mess of a launch. I fresh installed RevelationWoW, I log in, it says the launcher needs an update, I press update, and I get error 404. I go to log back in and it says line number 0 and I cannot log in. What is going on with this mess? I am not paying $5? By the way, they tried to charge people to make a support ticket at one point. I think that was silly. Like, what the hell, guys? You are saying that you're not greedy and you do not have a crypto miner and you do that? I'm pretty sure they took that part down. Like, they are not doing that anymore now. I just wanna play as a Murloc, damn it! He's getting emotional. This was a very personal problem for him. I feel bad. The launch for this server has been delayed 3 times, and I am pretty sure 90% of players cannot get onto it. They have removed any text channels. I showed you they locked down the Discord for 12 hours from the Discord, so it is the only place you can so this subreddit is the only place you can discuss it. Honestly, he doesn't even sound like a troll. He sounds legitimately mad. And there was another what's it called? Another one of these. Give me a second. I'm gonna open a new window and just get that. We're gonna read all the other stuff. The support ticket costing $5 is a straight up lie, though. I do not have the screenshot. I was told by people that were there. Okay, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt on that one. Like, if anybody of you got a screenshot of that, I would love to see it. I think I saw a screenshot of like a mod saying it, but it might have been a joke. Okay, I am gonna give you the benefit of the doubt on this one. Just because, you know, I'm doing this live and I do not have enough of research on that. I'm gonna take that one with a grain of salt. Would I be surprised? No. Okay, no, he's explaining that they made a $5 ticket to reserve names. So they were charging $5 to reserve names through the ticket system. So that's why the confusion is around that tickets costed $5. Alright, I can see that happening. Honestly, I do not mind the reserving names. Like, if they are selling names for $5, I don't think that's a big deal. I know people don't like that, but I gotta be reasonable. I don't think it's a big deal. Right, give me a second, man. I'm gonna open the other post that got taken down just so you can see that. Let's see. There we go. Alright, here. RevelationWoW actually launched. Crashes every 5 minutes. Hunters are missing the resource. They tried to implement focus on the 3.3.5 client and it was buggy. Cannot use any abilities. Goblins start with a one-shot damage GM spell with 100-yard radius. That's what I told you about the game-breaking bug of the 100-yard radius. You know, the GM spell that kills everything. They forgot to leave that. They left that on the client. That was like a test feature and they left that in. And now the Discord got locked. And they took down this server for like 2 hours. And then like eventually a mod left this comment explaining why it got taken down. I wish they explained this sooner, but again, it is reasonable that they want to take the post down because of duplicate posts. That is the one reasonable excuse to taking down a post. Alright boys, we're gonna read a little comments. I don't understand how anybody could mess this up. Anyway, their Discord is up for a 5-minute slowdown mode. How does this even happen? Did no one test anything? No, they didn't. It's pretty much confirmed that they didn't. Hey Arcano, you're that guy that keeps tagging me in the Discord. Stop blowing my cover, man. I didn't want people to know I was there. Now everybody knows that I am there. I had to get a second account on Discord to check the Discord now because of you. I did not send a single message, but now everybody knows that I was in the Discord. You got me in trouble, man. You sneaky boy. But no, they did not test the patches. That's the point. If you crank 10 patches in 12 hours just before the release, there is no way in hell that you tested any of that, right? They have so much new stuff on the release version that the beta testers didn't have yet. The things that launched are still not in the beta. Still better than Radix, says Andrew. I don't know, man. Radix is very crazy, but he never threatened to dox anybody. As far as I know, you know, that's a little worse. However, they broke Hunters as it was working on the beta. Yeah. KW Discord locked again. Really? You're trolling me, aren't you? Give me a second, give me a second. Give me a second. I do not believe you. I do not believe you. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check. Oh my god, Discord is so laggy on the browser client. Oh my god! They closed it a minute ago. Are you looking at this? Oh, they opened it. Ah. Alright, let's take a screenshot of this. There's right as I'm recording this live, there's no news, guys. What the hell? Okay, Wilsor, the guy that just threatened to dox the player, said, the chat is now closed until I say this. 1. There is no mining sheet on our launcher. If anybody else in this chat claims this there without showing any direct proof, I have given the staff my okay to ban you. So if you question the mining thing, you are gonna get banned. If you show proof, that's a different thing altogether. Are they gonna discuss the credibility of the proof? Like if you show proof and you know, will they say this proof is not good enough and we're gonna ban you anyway? By the way, can you show us any proof that this is not the case? Can you show us a Wireshark log? Can you show us like the source code? Why can't we see the source code of this launcher? Why are you so secretive with the source code? Like, why is this not on a... If you want to clear our doubts, you just put it on a GitHub repository and it's gonna be... Anybody can see if they had a crypto miner or not. Just drop it on GitHub, the source code. I know you have it. because otherwise you would not be able to develop anything. Okay, number 2, no more bashing of any kind. I have given this guy the permission to mute, something like that. No more Reddit crap in this channel. What does that mean? Be civil or things will get locked down. Again, guys, if trolls make the chat locked down, they win. If you do this, you are letting the trolls win. This is worse. You are feeding them to troll even harder when you say something like this. I've had enough of all the drama and BS going around. We are a dev team of 4 people. We are a very tiny indie company. Please be nice to us. That's the argument. I like that. Please respect what we are trying to do here. We will release the server when I've completed my tasks and I've done everything I need to. Guys, I am not critical of they failing to launch. Alright, let's be clear. This is not my problem with this server. My problem is one, that they are stubborn on something that should change to fix the server today. Like they put it on a torrent and the problems go away right now as we are speaking. Like, they are very stubborn about it, I don't know why. And second, the attitude of the staff. Mainly this guy that threatened to dox a player. I think that was beyond funny, it was beyond inappropriate. It is not funny. And he should be getting all the scrutiny of all of this, because this is not funny. Once you threaten to dox somebody, you do not have the moral high ground to say that people should not be telling you anything. Like, you, in my opinion, you renounce to the idea that you should not be getting flack for this. You are getting flack reasonably so. And by the way, again, disclaimer number 2, do not harass him, do not dox him. Guys, it is not funny, come on. I'm seeing that again in the chat. It's chill. Somebody added me on the Discord. Am I gonna be able to read that? Yeah, they tagged me. They are like, Arcano is watching the chat right now. You're gonna get me in trouble, man. You're gonna get me in trouble. I know what you're doing, eh? Alright. Guys, this is the problem I got with the server. This is the behavior that breeds toxicity, that breeds the problems that we got. And by the way, I will say this again. I think this guy should be removed from the staff. There is no way the server will be taken seriously if this guy is still on the staff after threatening a player. No, it's not cancel culture. It is not cancel culture, guys. When you do an ethics breach on your work, you should be fired. This is a very big ethical breach. And it is not funny, I take it very seriously. Like, even as a joke, it is beyond something you should joke about when you are the literal head of security and you're threatening to dox a player. And especially with the wording that he used. Right? Alright. Okay, that seems to be about it. I don't wanna see the chat right now because there's probably a bunch of not very nice things that I cannot show on stream, sadly. Maybe I'm gonna show some screenshots later. And by the way, I should upload this screenshot on Imager. Give me a second. I'm gonna drop it here so I don't forget. Alright. We go to back to the comments of the community. Bro, that's fucking ass. They took one loss, and they wouldn't get this. Yeah, if they took one loss, well, if they were like straight up, guys, we failed, we are sorry. And this is not the fault of the player base, like they are trying to imply when they say, I will not take more of this bullshit. Guys, it is not bullshit. You did something wrong, just say you did something wrong. The community telling you that you did something wrong will not help it. And also, if you are so confident that there isn't a single crypto miner in the launcher, post the source code on GitHub. And give people the opportunity to compile that client. And if that compiled client from the source code of GitHub works properly, I will believe that you do not have a crypto miner. I know proving something is the burden of the accuser, and that's fine. But if you really want to clear doubts, if you legitimately say what you're saying, this is gonna be very easy proof. Right? This is a very easy thing to do. Nobody's gonna destroy your launcher because you posted the source code. I mean, if they can hack your launcher just because you posted the source code, this means that you got terrible code and you should be concerned anyway. Right? This is because I know people are gonna say that too. And you know, no. Alright, this is me posting the screenshot of the lockdown. This is me right here. This post got taken down, by the way. And I got the following answers. To avoid the flaming, that was the reason that they say they were locking down the post. That was the only speck of truth in that post. Yeah? Man, as a project owner, that's so sad. I couldn't figure out what project this guy was on. Like, I would love to interview him if I knew. I tried to approach one GM in my entire life as a content creator, and that was Radix, and he ghosted me, so you know. It'll be nice. And then I answered, if only they knew that fits the trolls even more, because I said this a million times. If you say that, this only makes the trolls feel like they win, so they are gonna do it again. Alright, the $5 ticket, I'm gonna give it a grain of salt, because again, I do not know the entire story. What they tell me about reserving names to the through the ticket, that's something that is possible. I don't know. Pretend you did not hear the $5 thing, alright? Alright, Bobby Kotick should be taking notes. Poor Bobby, he's leaving Activision in like 6 months. I knew RevelationWoW was gonna be a joke, and their Discord is on lockdown because staff cannot handle justifiably angry players, of course. GG, well played, devs. By the way, most of the anger is not on the failure of the server. Most of the anger is on the behavior of the staff. Just wanna make that clear. Like, maybe you should look into getting like a PR person and nobody else gets to talk on the Discord ever again, and just get a PR person handle this. Because you are clearly not capable of handling people publicly. That's what you are showing right now. From what I gathered, only the mobs have actual chat power and they are all asleep at lunchtime. That's a little sus. I don't know if that's true. Alright, and let's see if there's anything more interesting here. This is the only place you can discuss it? Yeah, because I took down the Discord. That's right. Oh my god, we found a Darrowshire shield, boys! I've said it and I'm gonna say it again. Darrowshire is the best newly open private server right now. You guys are so incentivized to play on Dogas servers like Revelation just because the name. What name? These guys are not known. These guys are not known at all. Why are they tied to the name? Because you used to play there 6 years ago. This is a new server, man. Just accept it, your favorite private server is no longer managed properly, that is true sadly. Move on and join Darrowshire. Because it's better to be on a dead server than try a new server and see if it's maybe not dead anymore. Alright, we found a little agenda Andy over here, that's really funny. Alright, let's see to the post that did not get taken down. Ah, never mind, this is the post that didn't get taken down. Let's see the post that did get taken down, let's see the comments in there. I have the feeling even amateur developers do not test their code, perhaps specially. Yep. The code was not tested. There's no way you can convince me that you tested thoroughly 10 patches in 12 hours. That is not reasonable. They refuse to upload their game to a third-party site and force people to use their half-assed launcher. They have used the excuse about download limit like 3 times. Yes, we did not know that so many people would wanna download the game. Guys, after you say it 3 times, I do not believe it anymore, alright? yeah, this guy is perfectly right to criticize them for it. Man, only if download hosting sites existed, only if that's a typo. Only if download sites existed instead of their launcher, huh? Oh man. This is sad. This could have been something great. Even if the server comes out and it works, they have destroyed their reputation so much that I do not think they could ever recover from this. maybe if they get rid of Wilson, if they get somebody to handle PR that is not a person that is completely socially incompetent, because handling people, guys, developers should not be running flame wars on their Discord. Developers should be developing. At most, they should be dropping like an official curated update on what they are doing every so often. Like, this happened with Radix too. Why is it accepted that a developer of a server should be using Discord as their soapbox to be arguing all day instead of fixing the game? If you're gonna keep Wilson on the staff, you might as well at least not have him allowed in the Discord anymore. Because he's gonna destroy your server. Like, how many people, guys in the chat, how many people are you gonna take seriously this server if Wilson is still on the staff right now? You're gonna cause him to get fired. I doubt it, but if that happens, I think that's a good thing. I do not think what he did is acceptable. There's a little bit of a delay, guys. We're gonna have to wait till they get the answers of that. But anyways, guys, like, terrible situation. Do not harass people. You already chased out one guy out of the Discord, and I do not think it is funny. I think it is sad because that mod was actually one of the best behaved people that was actually trying to get the people calmed down. You know, like, you didn't even get rid of the right person. Like, this only harms the server. This is not productive. Like, do not get out of your way to troll the Discord or something like that. Besides, it is funny to just be an observer right now. Alright, guys. I think that's pretty much it for today. Shame on you, RevelationWoW. And if I were a betting man, this server is gonna flop hard again. This server is not even gonna make it through a third launch, in my honest opinion. But we're gonna see. We're gonna get an update for that a little later. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching.